on. Hello, Hawkeye fans, and welcome to the Hawk Fanatic Prospect Podcast here on hawkfanatic.com. It is Friday, May the 31st, a little bit after 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time here in Iowa City. I am Rob Howe, joined by, and I'm going to try not to mess this up, Chima. You say it.
Chineke.
Chineke. Okay.
Yeah.
Chima Chineke. So you heard it out of his voice. So I didn't butcher it and we'll know how to pronounce your name when you get here to Iowa City. So that's for Gary Dolphin, the play-by-play guy for Iowa Hawkeyes. He'll know how to say your name. How are you and what's this time like for you? Just the kind of the hectic nature of ending high school and getting ready to begin college?
I'm great right now. Obviously, I'm going to miss a lot of things, a lot of people that I grew up with. So I'm just, saying some goodbyes, hanging out with some friends for the last time. But I'm excited to get up there. I can't wait. It's been a dream of mine. So can't wait to fulfill that.
Um, yeah, friends and family try to get in the last bit there with them before you
Yeah,
have you graduated yet?
I have. We graduated last Saturday.
Okay. So kind of what are you doing now to kind of, spend time with your friends like you said, but also try to get packed and do things like that because it's probably less than 2 weeks before you're here, right?
Actually, I'm there next. I have to leave next Friday, so a week
Yeah.
left. Yeah, so it's quick. But
So
yeah, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, do you feel like you're in a good spot that way?
Yeah. I feel great right now. I'm good.
Okay. Um, So just to let Iowa fans get a chance to know you here, somewhat, just kind of how you arrived at this spot. Was football always your sport? And when did you realize that you had kind of an aptitude for playing the game?
So actually, I always loved football, but like honestly, up till about like my freshman year of high school, I was mainly a soccer guy. Like I played club for about 2 years. I played it a lot growing up, and I was honestly like up to that point, I was like adamant on playing soccer and trying to make it to the next level. But I had to talk to my parents and the coaches before I went to high school. They said like obviously football's a better fit for me, and it turned out that way. So
Um, you play basketball too, right?
I do, yeah.
How do you feel like your background in soccer and then also playing basketball up through now has helped you on the football field, just in terms of crossover there?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a sport like basketball, it helps with my footwork a lot. To play D-line, you got to have good feet. And obviously, soccer helped a lot with my stamina and conditioning. And like, it just made me overall like faster. So I was able to be like a better edge rusher. And it really just like helped me down the road. So it was a really great experience. And I played basketball up to my senior. I played it all 4 years of high school. So that was a really big help for me.
You guys are good too in basketball, right? I thought I remember reading something like that.
Yeah, we went 40-0, first 6A, undefeated
Wow.
state champs. Yeah.
What was that experience like?
It was surreal. It was amazing just being I didn't play too much, obviously, because we have a lot of talent on our team, but just being a part of that team was amazing. They're a great group of guys, just for that ending, it was amazing.
Talk to us a little bit about your football recruitment. When did colleges start to take notice of you in that sport, and kind of what was the path for you once it started?
So I was so freshman year, my head coach said I was getting a couple interests here and there. Obviously, but I was still on JV. But my sophomore year, after that year ended, I got my first offer from Texas Tech. It was great, and everything from then just kind of like slowly taking off from there. I and then junior year, I still Texas Tech was still my only offer after my junior year ended, but started going to a couple select camps, showing out. Went to the Under Armour camp, performed really well. My name got out there a lot more, and then those offers started to pile up my junior year, and eventually I ended up committed to Iowa, or I found a home. And of course, like a couple other schools, like trying to get involved late, new schools, but I always thought Iowa was home, so I ended up choosing them, staying with them.
Who came in late?
Just a couple other schools like K State, Houston tried to flip me, Texas Tech tried to flip me again,
Yeah.
other schools. But obviously I knew Iowa was the best one out of all of them. So
and Chima reported offers from Iowa, Houston, Kansas, Memphis, Oklahoma State, Oregon State, Texas Tech, Tulsa, and Vanderbilt. So a nice array and wide selection there. Um, I think the natural question people would ask is, well, he got an offer from a school in Texas. There's one in Oklahoma. He's going to have to pass these schools on the way to Iowa. What was it that led you to think to or to believe that going away from home was the path for you?
It definitely wasn't easy at first. Like going into June, like around this time last year, my list was honestly, if I had to choose, my list was like Texas Tech was probably up there. Then when OSU offered me, because like they're not only did like have like a good relationship with the coaching staff, they offered me first. Like it was closer to home, and there was a bunch of benefits like Texas Tech, OSU, all that stuff. But honestly, when I went to Iowa, it was pretty clear. I mean, they send people in my position to the league every year, one of the best defenses, and the Big Ten overall just stacks. So I want to play in a conference where I can develop and get better, and I can make it to the league.
I've talked to guys through the years and guys in your class too about that official weekend visit around this time last year in June. And they talk about how much of a bonding experience it is and just kind
Yeah.
of family feel to it. What was your experience like for you and your family?
Oh, it was great. Coming off, it was my last visit. Coming off all those visits, just to, I really like the idea of having just one official visit of all the recruits there in the class. It's a really great idea. Just get to know everybody, got to know some new faces, people who I'm going to spend the next 3 to 4 years with. So it's great.
What's the vibe like with your class? The kids are the guys that are in this 24 class. I'm sure you probably have a text group and things like that. How have you guys kind of vibe together, bonded together?
Just check up on each other like during football season and your group chats like how's y'all's team doing, all that stuff. They're great people. Everybody in our class are great people, and they're really determined and they have goals that match everyone else's. So it's great, great group of people.
Do you know what you're going to study in college yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to major in business.
What's the end goal there with that degree?
That's a good question to be honest, because I know business is a broad subject and a lot of happens to do that. I'm trying to figure that out myself, but we'll see what happens.
What kind of interest do you have? Do you feel like entrepreneurial and that type?
Yeah, entrepreneurship marketing. I think those are pretty good ideas around business. So yeah.
Um, in terms of on those official visits to or when you're in town, I know you get a chance to kind of sit down with your position coach, Coach Bell in this case, and kind of get an idea of how he sees you. And obviously those things can change depending on how development goes. But what kind of is his vision for you?
I mean, he's an amazing coach. Just a couple conversations with him, I can already tell that he obviously wants me to go to the league and be an NFL player. But at the same time, I really like how he wants me to, at the same time, get a good education and get a degree when I go to Iowa. So he's not just focused on me as a player, but he's also focused on me as a student athlete. So that's how I know that's a great coach.
For those folks that haven't seen you play either on tape or in person, how would you describe your game? What do you think the strengths are of your game coming into college, and what are the areas you think you'll focus on first, improvement wise?
I think pass rushing is definitely my specialty. Everybody's told me that I'm really good off the edge. I have multiple moves I can use to beat a tackle. I think I'm really good when it comes to stunning inside. I feel like that's another plus I have. So any plays I need to hit another gap, I'm there, and I feel like I can use my body to my advantage since I have longer arms, to stop the run, and especially in the Big Ten where the run is a big factor. I feel like I can be essential to that.
Yeah, I guess usually the main improvement area is strength, right? And getting up to the
Yeah,
speed of the game and just kind of acclimating time management, all those things.
yeah.
Um, do you pattern your game after anybody? Is there somebody that you watch or a group of guys that you watch to kind of get some tips or kind of see how they succeed?
My favorite player is Nick Bosa, mainly because I'm a 49ers fan, but he's amazing. I don't like Like I try to like he has like this one-handed stance, passive stance. I kind of mimic that, but I guess I'm not too much like him because of my body, because it kind of like different body type. But people like say I'm more like Miles Garrett, so I watch him a lot too. He's a athletic freak. What he does, I watch both of them. It's really helped my game overall.
247 has you listed at 6'4.5", 240. Is that accurate?
Yeah, no, not really. I'm 6'5", 230 right now.
Okay.
Last time I measured, yeah, somewhat accurate, but not really.
Um, do you feel like your frame is such that you can add some good weight and strength and not lose any of that athleticism that you talk about?
I think so. Yeah, if I add 20, 30 pounds, I can definitely be like more of a force and not lose its like speed and everything you're talking about. But yeah, I think I can do that.
How did you come up with your array of rushing moves? How did that develop over time, and how do you work on those things off season wise to make sure you stay sharp?
It's just a lot of for me, honestly, it's a lot of mental reps, just picturing like what I'm going to do in every situation, and obviously it's just like physical, just work ethic, and just I do a lot of cone drills, a lot of like because most of my pass rush moves, since I'm a taller dude, I have to bend around the corner, so I think I have to work on that the most. But yeah, like freshman year, it was mainly just speed rush, athleticism. I didn't really have any moves back then, but like as I progressed, like I learned more moves, where to work my feet, do all that, and be able to make more plays off the edge.
What is your speed like? I know obviously 40 times don't matter that much, but just kind of testing marks, weightlifting marks, things like that. Or where are you at in that regard?
I think I'm pretty fast. Last time I did a 40, I ran a 4.66. The last time I did that,
That's moving.
so I think there's still room for improvement though. But yeah, I think it's right now.
What are you looking forward to most about getting to college, and what do you think you'll miss most about home?
I'm definitely excited to expand my knowledge when it comes to academics. I think that's really important. Work toward my degree, and football wise, just kind of the thrill of it, being able to play at such a high level, and being a part of that team. But I guess I'll miss the feeling of being home. I mean, I lived here all my life. It's a lot of memories, a lot of great things happened. Middle school, high school, elementary school. I think I'll miss all that.
I mean, you go in, you realize you're starting at the bottom again, like you were when you were a freshman in high school and have to work your way up. What's your mental approach, or what's your mindset coming in here in terms of, you know, trying to get on the field as quickly as you possibly can?
That definitely that's the goal I've had in my mind like this ever since I committed. I think obviously I have to understand like I'm not the guy anymore because obviously it's a whole different level. So I'm gonna have to learn from the guys above me and just adapt to the system as fast as I can. But I think I can compete and work my way in to get playing time early on. But that's something I have to I have to grind for that.
No doubt. What Let folks get to know you a little bit away from the game itself. What type of hobbies do you have outside of athletics?
Mm, I mean, I like video games. Like just before this call, I was playing FIFA. So I like video games a lot. It's pretty fun.
A lot of video games.
Yeah.
You in Netflix, movies, TV shows, anything you're into these days?
Yeah, I like some anime. I watch a lot of TV shows. Yeah, yeah. Well,
What's your
some
anime go
cartoons.
to? I know a lot of former Hawkeyes are into that, and we'll probably be interested in hearing what your path is on that.
Right. I say my favorite anime all time is Dragon Ball, but I'm rewatching Bleach. I don't know if you know that, but it's a
Yeah,
really cool show.
my son's into that stuff. So
Really?
yeah,
Oh, that's
he
cool. Yeah,
graduated last year from
yeah,
high school.
it's amazing. Those shows are great. They really, help my perspective on life. Not in like a weird way. I don't even make it weird, but like it's just cool stuff to watch.
You seem pretty introspective. Is that something that's just natural for you?
I'm sorry. Sorry, what does that word mean? I'm so sorry. My fault.
Introspective is just kind of thought. You think a lot about things and try to,
Oh,
you envision things. You talked about
yeah.
envisioning, things like that. Just kind of mental reps.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's always just been a thing about me. I used to think it's like overthinking, but really it's just like processing things more. I think it's a cool thing I have.
Um, what food do you think you're going to miss most when you leave home?
Mm, it's a good question. I actually had it yesterday. There's like a place called Charlie's Philly cheesesteak. It's like a mile away from where I live. Man, like it's good. It's really, really good. I'm not sure if Iowa has that.
I,
Hopefully they have something like that.
there's one in the Coral Ridge Mall.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
So
okay.
you
That's
won't have to
good.
miss it. So now you're going to have to pick something at home, maybe a home meal.
Yeah, my mom's cooking. She makes some Nigerian remedies. It's called jollof rice. Yeah, I don't think that can be replicated. So I'm gonna miss that a little bit.
What's not to go too deep into that, but what is um, it like for your parents? And I don't know their background when they came to the U.S. or any of that, but what's this been like for them? This experience?
I mean, they've loved every minute of it. They've been here by my side, giving me, help me with anything. They went all the visits with me, so that was a big help. And they talked me through it my whole life. You know, whether it was soccer, they were fine with it. Whether any path I chose, they would have been fine with it. But I really appreciate them for being here, like for all of this. It was a crazy ride, but it's all good now.
What's Plano, Texas like?
It's a really good city to be honest. Obviously, it's not like flashy like other cities, but like it's really like just like nice, chill city. It's good. Good.
What's the Plano East community meant for you, for your growth and your development in getting you to this point?
It's honestly meant a lot. I really appreciate it. Like the whole community coming out. Just ever since I was a freshman, people supported me, and it just grew as much. And just like the feeling of just being like around everybody, it's amazing. Like there's not a lot of places like the East Side. Like I know, like you wouldn't really like know because like you're not there, but like it's just like just surreal, just the way that everybody's like encouraged all of us to be better, and it's great. Great.
A lot of athletes from your school, male and female, go all over the place and things like
Yeah.
that. You're one that's going quite a far bit away. Have you been able to convert any of the folks down there into being Hawkeye fans yet, other than your family?
I guess a couple people, they're like, oh, like mainly because of like, oh, it's Caitlin Clark, obviously, like that, like everybody at my school like knows her, talks about her, and they're just like, yeah, that's a great person, and that's how the like Iowa's more known down in Texas. It's good.
What are Friday nights like?
It's amazing, honestly. I'm gonna miss the Friday Night Lights definitely because like just like got nothing else to worry about, just straight football in front of your school for the your rival school. Like it was great. We beat our rival school actually. I never beat them in any sport. Like all my years of high school, it's Plano. It's called like Plano Senior, and we're Plano East. All 3 years of high school, I never beat them in football or basketball. And just that last football game, we finally beat them at home. It was just amazing. Memories like that, they can't be replicated. That's all.
And being 40-0, I assume you would beat them in basketball as well this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, we beat them in basketball. Yeah, but I
So
wanted to beat them in football. Yeah, mainly.
that makes sense. Finish up with this. I always let you guys kind of talk to the Iowa fans. What do you want to let Iowa fans know about you in terms of what you're going to bring to the Iowa community and Iowa City community and the Iowa football program?
Uh, I just want them to know that I'm coming. I'm coming to dominate. I'm coming to be better, be way better than I am right now, and I'm looking to really make a big impact on the program. Obviously I won't do that as soon as I get there, but over time, I promise, I'll make a bigger impact and help us win some championships.
That will be music to everybody's ears up here, hearing that. Championships. Yes, we want championships. All right, Chima, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on the Hawk Fanatic Prospect Podcast. We wish you the best of luck, and we look forward to meeting you when you get up here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Prospect Podcast. We'll be back with another episode soon. Hang in there.